Whew. Good morning. What's up, everyone? This guy behind me thought I was saying good morning to him. But I was actually saying good morning to you guys. Look what I have behind me here. It's the Opera House. The Opera House. Is anyone going to join this stream? I just crashed on my booster board. Again, yo. Like, I've had so many crashes in the past week. I did this one. It was so bad. Like, I was skating and I just ran straight into a curb. Like, just literally just ran directly into a curb. I was paying attention. Like, the colors were just really blended in. I thought it was smooth, but it was like just a little bump, you know? Just a little bump, and I just tumbled over. It wasn't a bad fall at all. I mean, I cut myself, but it was cool. Like, a bunch of people saw, and like literally no one paid attention. Like, no one even like looked twice. I thought that was a little unusual. Yeah. Is Australia expensive? That's a really good question. I'm gonna make a video talking about that, but it's cheaper than San Francisco, I would say that. Yeah, like pretty much everything I've bought, like every meal I've bought has been cheaper than what I would pay in San Francisco. Alcohol is not really cheap. I think I did get a Guinness for like, maybe it was around $7. So that's not like too bad, but that's also not happy hour prices either, you know? So I just crashed on my boosted board. The reason I'm kind of freaking out, yo, because let me tell you guys something. I'm gonna give you guys like a sneak preview of the vlogs that are coming up. But I was in San Francisco and I had this idea of riding to the last BART stop and then getting off the BART train and taking the boosted board to the airport. So I did that, and it was dark when I did it. And once again, like, I just hit a bump and I fell over, but this time I fell over and I cut my finger, like my middle finger, like I cut it like really bad. And then right after it happened, like, it's dark, I gotta catch a flight in like an hour. So I just keep going, and I'm going to the airport, and like my finger was bleeding like so bad, like it was literally dripping blood. When I like took the board over to take the battery off, I could barely take the battery off because I was like, it was dripping that much blood. And I was thinking, damn, should I go to the hospital, you know? So I just ended up like wrapping it up with some paper, and it went away, you know? And then now I got this one. This shit is starting to sting. I need to find a water fountain or something. Or something. I'm actually gonna go over here and go roam around this thing. This Sydney Opera House. Let's go on a little stroll. I'll take you guys over there. Hopefully I won't crash. Hopefully I won't crash. Stop disrespecting us with that. Oh, my bad. I wasn't trying to flip you guys off. I was showing you guys how messed up my finger was. We're gonna go on a little... Damn, you must have hella money. Believe it or not, like I say, Australia, it's not like, okay, I'll put it like this. It's not cheap. Like, it's definitely not Thailand, but it's not Norway, and it's not Norway, and it's not Switzerland either. I mean, I guess it could be. Alcohol is not cheap though. That's one thing I've noticed. That's one thing that's not cheap, but food and stuff like that, it's pretty chill. That's basically the only thing I bought is food and a SIM card. A SIM card. Yeah, I bought a SIM card. I got like, I think 35 gigabytes worth of data for about $10, like 10 US dollars. If you ask me, that's really cheap, yo. Like, that's super cheap. So what I'm gonna do is we're gonna go around to the Opera House over here. But first off, we gotta get there. So I thought I would take you guys on a little stroll really fast, give you guys a sneak preview. You may wonder, like, what is this thing? Like, what is this thing, and why is there a security guard watching it? Well, this is for the Chinese New Year. Yeah, this is for Chinese New Year. There's a bunch of these around. Some parts of Sydney literally feels like you're in China, like, no joke. Like, it's just all Asian, you know? And everything's in like Asian writing. You'll see throughout my vlogs. I'll be in Australia for a little bit. I'll be here for a couple weeks. So if I have any subscribers that live in Australia, especially Sydney, we should like link up, because like yesterday I really didn't do much, you know? except for like coffee shop and edit videos and that sort of thing. But I do want to meet some cool people, you know? And I just haven't did that. But I haven't been here very long either. And guys, by the way, my vlogs are going to be a little bit delayed because I still got like a couple more Slovakian videos to post. So the Australian videos will come out in like a week. Yeah, like a week. I have a lot of like videos. I literally have a stack of videos like posted up. And like skateboarding's really chill around here. Like I haven't had any problems or anything. There's more like Chinese New Year stuff. Like it's like everywhere. I noticed that one thing I noticed that really sticks out versus any country I've ever been to is how many women I see working in construction. Like that's just one thing I just quickly noticed. Like, dang, yo, like there's hella girls like working in construction. Like, and I'm talking about like doing like hard like work, like moving heavy shit, like stuff that I couldn't even pick up. And I'm just like blown away, you know. Like that's one thing I've noticed. I haven't seen that in any other country. Like Thailand, I noticed that the women work a lot, but they don't do like they're not doing like heavy. They're not doing like heavy lifting, you know. They're just doing different type of work. But here, like I see like the girls like literally doing like everything that the dudes are doing. This is like downtown here. Can you guys hear me? Is audio good? These are some ferries. People are like arriving to the city. It's Monday morning, by the way. We got some dogs. Trees, Jermaine love. Yeah, Australia is actually not that expensive right now. It's a pretty good deal with the U.S. dollar. It is the dollar's what the dollar is the Australian dollar is like 75 to the dollar, so it's almost like 25% off for us. I'm just gonna like cruise. I'm just gonna go hella slow, so I'll talk to you guys. There's so much water over here. I don't want to get my board messed up. So guys, I'll tell you something else that's insane that I did. Homeboy Jermaine arrived to Australia. No, arrived to Sydney. I literally rode the boosted board from the airport to downtown, like to the city center. Like literally rode all the way on the boosted from the airport. It was incredible. I don't know how I'm doing this live stream because this internet is really good right now. Like the internet's not BS, yo. Like the internet's really fast. Like yesterday I uploaded like I think I uploaded like 5 YouTube videos just because I was sort of like really behind on uploading videos, and it was just not a problem at all. But I did use pretty much all of my data. Basically, like pretty much use all the data, so there's no more of that data to go around. Bro, I'm flying out to Sydney in 2 hours. What part of you going to Sydney, really? So here is the famous Opera House. Isn't it gorgeous right now? It's a gorgeous day to see the Opera House. Look at it. I love how you can like just come up and like just skateboard. You know, you can like come up and like skateboard and it's all chill, you know, like there's nobody like freaking out, like yelling, like, hey, get out of here. Like if this was San Francisco, like you wouldn't be skateboarding around here, yo. It'll be some security guards like, hey, get out of here, man. You know? But here, like I'm just down, like just out chilling, having a good time. Oh man, did I mess this guy up off his path? Dang, now the ground's wet. Crap. I don't want to ride on these rocks because these rocks are hella bumpy. There we go. It's that Sydney Opera House up close and personal, yo. You know, right when I arrived here, usually that's something I would do, is just go straight to something like this, but I didn't even do that when I got here. Yeah, I didn't even rush straight down here. No, I'm not in SF. This is Australia, yo. No, this is not San Francisco. Oh, I hate these things. So freaking loud. It's so bumpy. From Israel. What up, Israel? No, I'm not in San Francisco. No, I went back to San Francisco. I stayed in San Francisco for about a week. How fast am I gonna crash? So I've been here for 2 nights already, and I'll tell you guys, this is the thing that's going on. I've been going to bed at like 9 o'clock. The first night I went to bed at like 6. Woke up at 3 a.m. Last night I went to bed at like 10 and woke up at 3 a.m. I'm waking up at 3 a.m. because 3 a.m. is 8 a.m. in California. So that's why I'm waking up at 3 a.m. So I don't know how long it's going to take me to adjust. That's the thing. Like, I don't really care. Like, I don't mind waking up at 3 a.m. in the morning because I can do things like follow the stock market and stuff like that. But then it would be chill to just wake up on a normal time because it's Monday here, but then back in the US it's Sunday or some other day or something like that. So it's pretty much what it is. I love this view. Like, I was over here skating through here yesterday, and I was like, well, yesterday it didn't look like this. Yesterday it was like, it was clear. But I like today, it just looks different. It still looks epic. Beautiful sunrise. You know, another beautiful place in the world. Country number 50, you know? Just another day. So what y'all got going on? I know it's so nice right now. And then here is the back of the Opera House. So by the way, I did crash on my boosted board. So yeah, I know the title of the video is crashing on my boosted board. I wasn't going fast. I was going probably, that's the thing. I don't think I was going fast enough. I think I was going like maybe 8 miles per hour or something, 5 miles an hour. I just hit a bump and rolled over. Yeah. And like, it was a bunch of people. Like I said, it was a bunch of people around. A bunch of people saw me fall. And like, no one even like did anything. Like, no one even looked or thought of coming over and helping or nothing. Like, it was just like, oh yeah, you just fell because you're a skateboarder and you're stupid. I was like, wow, man, that's a bummer. Yeah, I don't think they care, bro. I don't think they care. I feel like back in the US, people don't care either, but if they saw someone like crash, they would, you know, they would do something. But I don't know, maybe not. Loving the sun. This is my life right now. Memphis in the house. What's the weather like in Memphis right now? Okay, so expense. Maybe I'll talk about that a little bit more because I bet you guys are probably curious. Like, because honestly, Australia was one of those countries where I kind of avoided because everyone I've ever talked to that have been here has always said, it's so expensive. It's so expensive. So let's just I'll just use this example. So in New York City, to get from the airport to downtown, it costs, I think, like $7 or $8. Someone from New York is probably on here. You can tell me if it's $7 or $8. To get from the airport from San Francisco to from San Francisco airport to downtown, it's about $10. Oh, thanks, Marty. It's about $10, right? To get from the airport here is about like 13. So yeah, it is slightly more expensive. Food. So I went to this one vegan restaurant and I got fries, a vegan burger, and a bottle of water. And it was 19 Australian dollars. I don't know what 19 Australian dollars is off the top of my head. Someone can do the conversion and put it on the screen. I don't know exactly what it is. I guess it was kind of expensive, but then I got some vegan fried chicken with French fries, and that came out to be about $7.50, which I thought that was kind of inexpensive. What else? Yeah, I got a couple beers. I got one beer at one bar when I was riding from the airport. So when I rode the booster board from the airport, I had enough range I was going basically 11 kilometers, right? Which is about, no, I think I was going like 9 kilometers, which was about like 5 point, whatever. I'm not going to say kilometers because I'm confusing myself. But basically I was going the distance was about 5.5 miles. And on the boosted regular battery, you can go about 5.5 miles. But the problem with that is I was checking Google Maps and I noticed that it was sort of hilly, so I'm not going to be able to get the full amount. So it's $13 US. So yeah, I guess that meal wasn't cheap, but at Veggie Grill for the same thing I would pay about $13 or $14. If I went to Next Level Burger, I would pay about $19 for that. So I guess it is kind of cheap. I guess it really depends. Looks like City of Gold. I know. The sun right now, it's just, everything looks so golden. It's so nice right now. It's gorgeous. Okay, let's see. This is Brenda from Alabama. Changed my name. Wow, views. Keep it living the best life. 66 degrees. There's 66 degrees in Alabama. That's what's up. Left Midtown to live a better life. Now I ask my kinfolks. I always have Memphis in my heart. Love your channel. Oh, thanks a lot. You got out of Memphis. That's what's up. So yesterday I went to that beach. What is this? Brunei? I can't pronounce the name of this beach. But I went to this beach yesterday and I was actually blown away. Because it's like this big hill and I was skating going down and you just look over and it's just tons of people on the beach, like tons of freaking people on the beach. And I'm just like, no way, yo, this is sick. Like, this is what's up, yo. And I'm there and I'm on the beach, not on the beach, but I'm like close, like down, like skating. And this dude was like, what's up, Jermaine? And I'm like, what's up? You know me? And he's like, yeah, but I watch you on YouTube. It's just so weird to be so far away. What up, Alex? It's so weird to be so far away and people notice you. And I caught that on camera, so that's gonna be in a vlog. I thought that was so weird. Like, I was just riding, I was like, did you say Jermaine? Like, how you know me, fool? I'm not even from around here, you know? I've had like this cold. What up, Alex? Alex, I'm at this place. You know this? I'll go walk up here and show you guys. I'll get closer. You can walk up here. It's a lot of steps. Yeah, I just crashed on my boosted. Dang, this is echoing like crazy. Wow, this looks creepy, yo. This looks mad creepy. Huh. I don't know, maybe it's just so weird to be so close up to it. Because I've always have seen it on TV and stuff. That's a really nice park over there. Right over there, I filmed a YouTube video over there actually. But this wasn't in the background. That was in the background. I mean, I really wanted this to be in the background, but, you know, Yeah. Maybe I'll make another video with this in the background. Or that would be a pretty sick background, right? Yeah. Kind of easy to tell where you are. The guy we were skating, that's out there. Yeah, it does. They do look like individual buildings. Yes, they do. Like this one is like not connected to that one, and then that one's definitely not connected to that one. But they both look. Yeah. Yeah, the sun looks epic here, yo. God, I don't really remember seeing the sun like that in most places. I think it's just the clouds doing that, but it was like that yesterday. Yeah, I know. It's only like a 5-hour difference, right? It's a 5-hour difference, but it's a whole day difference. Because it's like Sunday there, right? And here it's Monday or something. Hello. Creepy. It does look creepy because it's so big. It's like right there, like so close. Oh, this is my hand. Oh gosh. So guys, I got another story to tell you guys. Like, I didn't even write this on Facebook because I didn't want to freak anyone out. Like, I didn't want to freak any of my friends out. But I got hit by a car here in Sydney on the boosted board. Like, I'll tell you guys how it happened. So I was skating from the airport, okay? So I'm skating from the airport and I'm riding with, the backpacks on and everything. And, this car is just getting ready to like turn over into a parking spot. And I'm just like right there. And I noticed that he was going fast and then he just like slowed down really fast and just got over. And when he got over on me. And I'm standing there on the board, right? Like this. And I have this hand because here people drive on the other side of the street. In the US, we drive on the right side. Yeah, we drive on the right side in the US, but here they drive on the left side. So I'm here, he's getting over. My hand's here. And I'm like banging on the window. And my hand hits the mirror and pushes the mirror back. He was driving an Audi, and most cars have the mirrors where if someone pushes it the other way, it won't break, it'll just go the other way. And that's what happened to his mirror. And my bracelet's like left a mark on his glass. Because I was just like... And the window was like super hard too, yo. Like I hit it really hard. Like I'm just like I'm gonna crash. Like I'm gonna hit this car. I'm gonna get squeezed into this car. So I was like, pop, And I don't think the remote hit it. I think it was just my hand and the bracelets. And then he came to a stop. I came to a stop, and I was just like, I got off the board and I looked around, and it was these people upstairs on the balcony at this restaurant, like tons of people. And they all saw it because they were all like, oh, like making noises and stuff. Oh, what? I got hit by a car in Sydney. I didn't want to say this because I didn't want to scare people. So these people are all looking like, oh. And the guy gets out of the car and he's just like at first, like he was almost like, I want to say he was like, he got out as if he was about to beat my ass, yo. Like, and it was just like some like, I don't know, just like some typical nice looking dude, like a family type dude, but he was just like all like aggressive, and I was like, oh shit, like you just fucking hit me with your car, and I was like, dude, I'm totally fine. He's like, are you okay? And I was like, yeah, I'm totally fine. Like I didn't fall, I didn't crash. I almost crashed, but I didn't fall. Like I didn't fall on the ground or anything, and like I didn't hurt anything. Like there's no, like, my hand didn't hurt, my feet didn't hurt, it was no injuries, no nothing. It was just like a scare, So he was just like, oh, so, I was like, yeah, your mirror is okay. So I like pulled his mirror back and he looked at the window and, it was just like, it was a mark that you could obviously get off like with water, but like, I think some of these are wooden, so it just made like a smear. And then from there, he was like, we started talking, right? For like maybe 60 seconds. He was like, oh, where are you from? And I was like, oh, I live in San Francisco. He's like, oh, what are you doing here? I was like, I don't know. I just skateboard from the airport, and I'm just here for like the month, you know. He's like, oh, really? Like, where are you gonna go? And I was like, oh, I'm gonna go here in Melbourne, Sydney. We literally turned into a freaking conversation, yo. Like, for real. Like, it went from like him getting out of the car and I'm like, oh shit, are you about to shoot me? You know, to like, oh yeah, have a great time. You have a blast in Australia. Yeah, have a good day. Yeah, bye. Yeah, like that's pretty much what happened. If that would have happened in the US, I probably would have just took off. Like I probably would not have even stayed there and talked. Especially if I wasn't hurt. Because at least in the US, like if like a cop, if a cop would have saw that, they would have got a ticket in the US, you know? So that's why I would just take off and leave. But I mean, I don't know, in a foreign country it's a little bit different. And it was kind of shocking because I'm like, oh shit, like am I in trouble? Like did I do anything wrong? Like was it my fault? Like of course it wasn't my fault. I wasn't driving, you know, and I was in the bike lane and I was going, like I wasn't going fast, you know, and he was going pretty fast and then he slowed down. But I don't know, once again, I'm in another country, so that happened. But I don't want to like freak people out. Like definitely don't want to freak people out. Yo, did I miss the chat? Oh, the live chat's still going on. I don't know. I guess it would have been different if I would have sustained injuries. I guess it would have depends on what type of injuries. Yeah, I guess it really depends. $35 people watching. What music do you chill to? Let's see. I'll pull out my phone because I actually have both phones. Dude, right now I am loving... So what's on my YouTube right now? My YouTube Red. My downloads. Rich Homie Quan. Young Boy Never Broke Again is like for real my favorite rapper right now. Like for real, like I'm just always about Young Boy Never Broke Again. And 21 Savage, yep, I like them. What else? Kodak Black, definitely love some Kodak Black, yo. Let's see. Young Boy, it's just a bunch of Young Boy Never Broke Again. Like Chance the Rapper, I'm freaking a huge fan of Chance the Rapper. Let's see. Of course, Meek Mill. Let's I mean Rick Ross, Drake, Kodak Black, Young Boy Never Broke Again. Like it's the same. Born in the Bay from Orange County. I just saw that message. I should probably go like get a Band-Aid or something. Buy a Evolve board in Australia. I actually would love to meet up with some Evolve people here. Like let me borrow a board, let me skate around, you know? Can I make some YouTube videos with your board? But I don't know, chances are they're probably, I don't know, maybe they wouldn't be cool with that or something. But that would be pretty cool. I definitely see Evolves around. Was this your first incident? No, it wasn't my first incident. Are you sore? Well, I'm not sore from getting hit by a car. No, I'm not sore from that. My hand fucking hurts right now because I fell on it. But it's like both hands are scratched right now. I'm starting to look like a grunge dude. Like this hand scratch up, this hand scratch up. Like good thing I had the knee pads on, yo, because the first thing I did was like hit the knee. Well, I didn't hit the knee, but I like, you know, slid on my knee. So that worked out. How long are you in Sydney for? I'll be here for like pretty much the whole month of October, the whole month of February. Yeah, it's gonna be a long trip. We'll be doing a lot of stuff in Sydney. Were you bleeding? Oh, when I got hit by a car? No, I wasn't bleeding at all. But the two other times, yes, I was bleeding. Like the time when I was I didn't even put it in the vlog when I was in San Francisco and I crashed. I didn't even say because, I don't know. It was hard to vlog because that shit was hurting, yo. It was hurting and I was bleeding like bleeding like crazy, like bleeding like gushing, you know? I was like, dang. You see some kangaroos. I haven't seen any kangaroos yet, but I'm pretty sure they're around. Kangaroos. I forgot that Australia is famous for kangaroos. Thanks for reminding me. That's why I thought it was so funny, yo. Kangaroos. Are there kangaroos in other parts of the world, or is it only Australia? Oh, only outside the city? Are they like wild animals? Like, do they like roam around like animals in like Africa and stuff like that? Please get gloves. Yeah, I should get gloves, no joke. It's not a bad idea. I should go find some gloves now. Oh, you have to travel far from Sydney to see them. I did this yesterday. The skateboard way is that way. But now, here's the steps. The skateboard way. Man down. Wow, I wish I was there. Oh, it's great. I need to go to the doctor. I'm totally fine. I'll just get some peroxide on it and clean out the cut. I mean, this cut is actually not that bad, actually. This one's not as bad as the one I had going to the airport. The one I had going to the airport was like, I don't think I ever bled like that before. So once again, I was up early for the past 2 days, right? And yesterday was Sunday morning, and I came through here and it was like no one here, like no one. And this morning I can definitely see a difference because it's Monday, everybody's going to work. I went to a Starbucks at like 6:30 in the morning. It was literally no one there. It was like no one there. And I actually had a hard time finding a place that was open because I'd start riding at like, I don't know, like right at sunrise, like right around 6. And it wasn't that many places open on Sunday. Like a lot of places open at 8 p.m. or 7:30. So I was able to find a Starbucks. It's hot, but it's not. I haven't ran into like any really hot days yet. Like I've only been there for like 2 days. And I imagine, yeah, it probably will get really warm. It'll probably get really warm. But it's been really nice. Like, oh man, yesterday was got up to like 85. And then after like 7 p.m., the wind picked up. And oh my gosh, it was so windy. It was so like nice and cool. Like it was just amazing. Dude, I can't believe I'm like straight up live streaming and I'm not indoors. One thing I want to point out, my live stream videos, whenever I travel, if I usually have a live stream, it's usually indoors somewhere. Like I'm not outside. I'm not moving around. And the reason why that is because of the internet. Like the internet's just, a lot of places, I'll put their SIM card into my iPhone, and the internet's just not strong enough to support a live stream video. But here, the internet is so freaking legit that it's just not a problem. It's just not a problem at all. I was thinking about that when I was starting this video. I was like, yo, I don't think I've ever like made a live stream of like me like roaming around in another country like live. It's only been in New York or San Francisco, like on a boosted board. But it's never been, I don't know, I'm just switching it up right now. There's McDonald's. You guys want to go to McDonald's? Damn, I'm like super dark. Oh yeah. Oh, that bridge? Stop and give me the number 6. A breakfast burrito? Yeah, dude. It is a very chill place. Like, I haven't even been here long, and it's already becoming very, very, very high on my list of places I love in the world. Man, dang, that girl was cute, yo. Check out some of these buildings. Oh yeah, I was there yesterday. Yeah, I ran into a YouTube subscriber at the beach. Maybe I'll go again today. I'm trying to figure out. No signal? What do you mean no signal? Is it not working? It's working on my end. Have you been to South of France? No, not yet. They really like to write on the grounds here, I noticed. Like, it's like everywhere. They love to write on the grounds. Like, it's like everywhere. I can remember there's a Starbucks straight ahead. I'm trying to get there without using my phone. Maybe I should stop because I don't know if I should, I don't know what to do. Maybe I should go back this way. Let's go this way. There we go. It's a better idea. I don't want to get myself caught up in a bad situation. Okay, here's the Australian version of 7-Eleven. Let's see. Yeah, I think there's a Starbucks straight ahead. What does the city reminds you of? What does this city reminds me of? That's a good question. That's a good question because I don't know what it reminds me of. I don't know what it reminds me of because it's very modern, okay? I would say it's pretty dang modern. It's very cool looking. It's not that diverse, I will say that. Like, I don't see any black people here. Like, I think I've probably seen a total of maybe 10 black people. I mainly don't really see like a lot of like other races, excluding you know, white people and Asians. It kind of reminds me of San Francisco a lot. Just because I don't know, it's kind of like this techie place. Well, no, it does remind me of San Francisco. Don't see many homeless people here. One thing I've noticed. Looks like lots of action going on down here. Yeah, I remember skating through here yesterday, but I'll tell you, it was no one here. Oh, it's a homeless person. He's got a nice bed, though. Dang, what am I doing? I'm messing up the camera here. Oh, this place is like crazy busy. Alright, let's get out and walk real fast. Let's see. Did you get a teleprompter or something? Traveling King. Traveling King. I definitely see a lot of UGG stores around here. They must be popular or something. Yeah, is there like is there a charge place around here I can charge? That's what I'm looking for. You know, it's kind of weird bringing the booster board on a trip because I just gotta meet other people with electric skateboards. I gotta join that Sydney group. Are there any Sydney subscribers in this stream right now? We should definitely like meet up or something. Yeah, I know Uggs come from Australia. I was being funny when I said that. Alright, let's put this back down. Whew, that's just too much walking, man. I'm just out of breath. I'm gonna figure this out eventually. Oh, there's an Apple store. Anybody need some apples? Oh, there's a little green light walking man over there. So we good to go. And check out that Apple store. I actually came through here yesterday. Like it was like no one here, and I filmed a video coming through here yesterday. And you'll see in the video in like a week that it was like no one here. This looks so British, yo. I said it says Victoria something, so that's, of course, Victoria, Queen Victoria from England. Oh, there's even one of those black London cabs down there. Okay, let's read some comments. Sorry. Traveling, I hear rumors that racism in Australia, some wild stories out there, but my experience from being from the States are friendly and excited to meet an African American. I've definitely have heard a lot of rumors about the racism thing in Australia. And I'll be honest, when I was younger, when I first started to travel, when I was going to places like Costa Rica and Panama, a lot of other travelers I would meet would be people from Australia, and they would go to places like Panama and Costa Rica because it's cheaper than the U.S. and it's super chill. And a lot of the guys I would meet there were like, they were like not cool people, you know what I mean? Like, not chill at all. So that I kind of had that, like, this bad vibe of Australia for a long time. And then I don't know, I guess that kind of changed because I just met like really cool Australians, you know. So I guess it kind of changed, like, just over a year of traveling, you know. It did change. But I don't know, that's not really answering your question about, like, I guess I did answer your question about racism in Australia. Like, I mean, I really haven't experienced any of it. I think I've probably experienced more American privilege more than anything. Like, at least it seemed that way, like, going through customs, because, so I'll tell you the story. Like, going through customs, you have to declare things, right? Like, if you bring things like food or candy, most countries, like almost every other country, it's just never been a problem. It's just never been a problem. You just go through their country like it's no big deal. You can take fruit, you can take junk food, you can take stuff like that. But for Australia, they're like really strict, and I was bringing in like candy, and you have to like show it. Like, you basically have to go to this separate line. You have to pull it out of your bag and you have to show it to them, and then they say yes or no. And if they say no, they just keep it, throw it away. And if they say yes, you know, you just go through. And when I was going through, the guy was like, "Where are you from?" And I said, "Oh, US." And he's like, "What do you have?" And I was like, "Oh, I just have some candy." He said, "Did you open it?" And I was like, "Yeah, I opened it." He's like, "Is it like in wrappers or something like that?" And I was like, "Yeah." And then he's like, just go through, just go through. So it was like super simple, you know. I don't know if that had anything to do with American privilege or something, but I don't know. Yeah. Any Sydney subscribers here? If I'm not mistaken, I believe this Starbucks was this way. There's a KFC over here. Y'all need some chicken? I really want to get to the Starbucks because I actually want to sit down and like read some comments. I can't believe this stream is working. It's like insane. Maybe I'll just sit down somewhere over here. Because I imagine that Starbucks is probably going to be busy today. Okay, let's see. I'll catch up really fast. They don't have Starbucks in Australia. They do have Starbucks in Australia. You say that the temps, you like temperatures? Yeah, I guess you mean the same in the U.S. with the whole the fruit thing. I just feel like in the U.S. like, yeah, I don't. It's not like I bring any fruit back. Like, why would I bring any fruit back? You know? Yeah, I've been to Austria. Austria is very different from Australia. It's like very different, like Switzerland and Swaziland. I will. I will talk to some. I will talk to some local people. Just haven't got around. I actually know a handful of people here. I just arrived, and it's just gonna take me time because people live in different parts of the country, and not everyone lives in Sydney. Drink a beer. Drink a beer. See, if I was in Germany, I'd probably drink a beer. But here, like coffee's cheaper than beer. Mm. Yes, this is how Australia was formed. Um, Irish prisoners. What level of diversity do you recommend for Sydney? I mean, I don't want to. I can't recommend a level of diversity, but like it's it's definitely not like a London. You know, it's definitely not like a New York or Paris where you just see lots of different people like on the streets. But every place is not like that. Like some places are more. Every place is different. You know, so I'm not really knocking it, but I'm just definitely noticing it. I don't think most people are. I don't think most people notice that I'm filming. Like, and also, when you're on a skateboard and you're riding by and you're talking, they don't. They may think that I could be on speakerphone. You know, yo, thanks for the $25 super chat. That's what's up. I will go see some kangaroos. I'll definitely go see some kangaroos. I got to get around to the kangaroos. I just got here. This is like day one. I haven't even got over the jet lag yet. Because I'm probably going to get really tired in like a couple hours. Is Sydney more modern than New York? Um, I would have to say no. The reason why I'd have to say it's not as modern as New York is just because the New York subway system is like probably one of the best in the world. I know New Yorkers can complain about it because it has delays, but believe me, from traveling to so many different places around the world and taking so many different methods of transportation, the New York subway system is really, really good just because of how New York is set up as a grid system, how the streets are 1 through 100 and how the streets are set up, like, and how, so it makes it very easy to get around if you're a tourist. You know, if you need to go to 59th Street, if you need to go to, no, if you need to go to like 73rd Street, no, gosh. If you need to go to 105th, you can take the train all the way to 110 and then get off, you know, and then walk for like four or five blocks. Like that's really easy for someone to figure out if you don't live there. But you go to a place like Paris and try to figure out the train system. I would say that Paris has the most confusing train system. Paris and I went somewhere else. I think Malaysia had a very, very confusing train system. Like, I had a very difficult time, like, just navigating myself around Malaysia. London, the thing about London is I didn't really use the public transportation that much in London. Like, I took the tube like twice, and I've been to London like 3 times, you know, and I've taken the tube only twice. So it's kind of I don't really know how it works in London. I mean, I've taken a lot of buses in London. That's the thing. The tube's freaking expensive, and then if you're not going that far, it's so much better to take a bus in London. Like, if it's just like 1-2 miles, it's so much better to take a bus. And then their buses like go everywhere too. Oh, those hands. Yeah, that's why I didn't really ride the tube, because I thought it was expensive, and then I thought it was confusing. Like, mainly because it was expensive. Because if it was cheap, I don't think it would be confusing. You know, it'd be like, yo, let's go down there and ride the tube. But the tube, man, you're gonna be paying, yo. No, I'm not. Am I gay? No, I'm not gay. Sorry. What, you like me or something? I'm gonna find this Starbucks here. Did you see the aquarium? No, is there an aquarium close by? Is there an aquarium down by near the opera center? Is that where the aquarium is? Oh, right on Joshua. Oh, that's what's up. I've never been to Canada. It's weird. I've been to 50 countries. I've crossed the Pacific Ocean, I don't know, probably 20 times. No, the Atlantic Ocean, I've definitely crossed it 20 times. The Pacific Ocean, I don't know, probably at least 12. Never been to Canada. Like, I think of all the long haul flights that I've taken, and I've never taken a 2-hour flight just right over to Canada. It's insane. I was right, there's a Starbucks like just right down here. Yeah. Should probably take a trip to Canada, right? Yeah, South Africa was definitely my highlight. It was definitely my favorite country. It looks like, I'm telling you, I can already feel it. Like, Australia is like getting up on that list of countries, my like favorite countries, like for real. It is quickly moving up that list, yo. Australia, I forget what country doesn't have Starbucks. No, I think Italy was one country I went to that did not have Starbucks, but now they just released another Starbucks. So I've been to Hawaii a few times, but I've never been to Alaska. I actually know a handful of people in Alaska, so that would be a cool one to go to. But Alaska's just, it's a different place, man. It's just like out there in the wilderness and the middle of nowhere. There's no big cities. There's not a lot of vegan food. But I heard there's a lot of vegans there though. So there's probably not a lot of vegan restaurants, but there's vegan eats. Yeah, Israel doesn't have Starbucks either. I wonder why. I wonder why they don't have Starbucks. I don't know, it's a good question. Maybe it has something to do with religion or something. But I would think that it would just be another American brand that could do good there. But a lot of things don't do good in Israel. Like KFC didn't do good in Israel because of the ingredients and then the religion. KFC does very well in Muslim countries though, because of the ingredients. Starbucks don't like Jews. I don't know. It's probably Jews that run Starbucks. Yeah, I'll be careful. So I've been to Iceland, but Iceland's one of those places that I've never really, like, I didn't explore Iceland. Yeah, Hawaii's fun, yo. I can't wait. I'm still trying to figure out what I want to do on this trip. This is like an overwhelming experience. Yes, yes, yes. This is an overwhelming experience. What time is it here, I wonder? Because my watch still says the time in Switzerland, by the way. Did you have pen? Oh, so when I crash? Oh, you didn't have a plan? So I do have a plan. But the plan is, it's kind of open. Like maybe I'll go to Perth, maybe I won't go to Perth. Because Perth's kind of far away. But Perth is also pretty exotic. I probably will go to Perth, why not? It'd be pretty cool to go to Perth. Because no one goes to Perth. That's like super exotic, yeah. How warm is it? It's, I want to say maybe 65 or 70 degrees. Oh, you booked every minute of your trip in SF? Oh, I never book anything, yo. I never do, like, because I like to go with the flow. That's why I don't book anything. Like, just arriving here, I could have showed up and met some other skateboarders, and then I could have just been skateboarding with them, and they could have been like showing me different parts of the city. Or I could have showed up and I could have just met some cool people at the hostel, and I could have been like doing like day trips and like seeing stuff with them. Or I could have met some cool people at the hostel and we could like be at the beach like drinking, or you know. So that's why I didn't really plan anything, because I kind of just want to go with the flow, you know. So there are things that I want to do and there are things I want to see, but like I didn't pick a particular date. And I also have plenty of time, so I'm not on a like time restraint. Like, I'll be here for like a month, so I have plenty of time. And it's cheaper to stay here than it is to stay in San Francisco. The smart part is having money to get home for an emergency. Oh yeah, of course. What's a PaySafe card? Oh yeah, when you travel, especially, I agree, when you travel, no need to book. Like, it will ruin your backpacking experience. It's just great to go with the flow. Like, it's great to go with the flow. Like, it is, like, and sometimes it can be even cheaper. Like, I remember when I flew into Morocco, I was just gonna, take a taxi like I always normally take a taxi, but this time I shared a taxi with another American woman, and it ended up being a whole lot cheaper, and it ended up being a whole lot better than taking a taxi alone. And we actually ended up having dinner after that. And if I would have said to myself, I'm going to Morocco and I'm gonna have someone pick me up, and after they pick me up, I'm gonna go and drop my bags off, and after I drop my bags off, I'm gonna go over here to this restaurant, and after I get done with this restaurant, I'm gonna go over here and I'm gonna do this, and after I get done with this, I'm gonna go do this. I could have planned that out, but what if I would have did all that planning and the flight was delayed by 2 hours? What if I would have went through all that work and I wanted to accomplish all these things, and now instead of getting there at 3, I get there at 6:30 p.m. and it's already dark, and I can't, I can't do the same thing that I had planned before. So if you have time, I'd say don't really plan too many things, but if you're tight on time, I would definitely plan to do things, just because you don't have you don't have the freedom and the flexibility, and you just hope that you don't run into any problems. Usually you may not run into any problems, but there's always that chance that you could run into problems, you know. Morocco has some pretty weird customs. I remember like going through airport security. I don't even think I've ever said this, but like I remember going through airport security, and I literally got like I got groped like big time, bro. Like it was just like a very sexual like grab, you know what I mean? Like I was like, damn, welcome to Morocco. See you later, guys. Thought that was like really weird, awkward. No, I've never been to India. Oh, the internet's getting a little choppy. Oh, the PaySafe card is big in Europe. Oh, nothing happened after dinner with her. She went back to her hotel, and I went to my hotel. Like she was much older than me. Like she was like, I want to say like maybe 55 or so. But she's the type of like traveler, the type of like, she's that American that travels like all the time. Like she had been to like 60 countries or something. Yeah, I guess that is a 19-hour difference. You recommend booking a few nights in a hostel, then moving on to the next? Yes, that's that's definitely a good idea. Well, that way you can see more places. You can cover more ground. Some places you stay, you may not like them, just because maybe there's just like maybe there's a lot of groups staying there, and it could be lame staying in a place where there's a lot of groups, or maybe it could just be a number of reasons why you may not like a place. So if you move to a next place, you might like it just because maybe they have a really cool restaurant, or maybe you just like the neighborhood better, or maybe you just meet really cool people there because they have really cool places to hang out, to meet really cool people. The place that I'm staying at now, it's like, I'd say probably one of the shittiest hostels I think I've stayed at in the world. Yeah, like I'd have to say, like we definitely have to say it's probably, yeah, I've been to Hong Kong. Oh, Richard, thanks. Going to Cape Town, where are the best places to visit? Go to Larkin Burger. It's an amazing vegan burger. Yeah, they have really good vegan food there. So I did crash my boosted board. I did this. Yeah. So what's your favorite fast food restaurant? Probably Chipotle back in the US. Just because I can roll with it. So how are you paying for your travels? What's the trick, man? Share. So maybe I'll actually sit down and make a sit-down video talking about this today, because I wanted to make another sit-down video today. So maybe I'll do that and talk about how I afford my trips and my travels. What a lot of people don't realize is just how expensive San Francisco is. And when I'm there, I spend a lot of money. It's easy to make a lot of money, but it's also easy to spend a lot of money. So when I'm there, I make money, I save money for the next adventure. And then when I'm not there, I'm not paying any rent there, and I'm not paying for a car or anything. So that makes it super easy too. Move to LA, maybe. Oh yes, I see flights from LA to Hong Kong like that quite often, like $500. You're going to Cape Town and Durban in April. So I'm gonna go back in March. Oh my gosh, there are some cute ease around here, yo. Oh no, like shitty hostels. I'm not complaining. Like it's just, like it's okay. Like some places are nice and some places are not nice. That's just how it is. Sometimes you fly on a brand new airplane, and it smells like a brand new airplane, and it's all nice, and you know the screen is all nice and neat, and it's all brand new, and you go to the toilet and it's all like new, you know, and it's nice and it's clean, you know. And sometimes you fly on flights and the plane is like really old, you know. Like, yeah, and I'll just leave it at that. Like, use your imagination. You know. Cafe Pacific. Let us see the ladies. I'll just turn around here. This is just the intersection I'm sitting at. Any hairy ones? No, I don't see any hairy ones around here right now. Any hairy ones? You guys are a trip, yo. No, I don't see any hairy ones. But remember the girl from South Africa, the girl with the hairy legs? She's from Australia, and she actually lives here in Sydney. I don't know if we're actually gonna hang out though. Like, we've been talking on Messenger, but I don't know if I don't know if we're gonna hang out, because like she knows I'm here and she's not like, let's hang out. So that, I think that means that she doesn't want to hang out. You know, because I'm looking at it like this. If I meet somebody in another country and I go to my country, no, if I meet somebody in another country and they go to my country and I'm talking to them, the first thing I'm gonna say is, yo, let's hang out. Like, what are you doing? Let's hang out. But it's like I'm here in Australia and I'm talking to her and she's not like, let's hang out. She's like, what are you doing? Like, where are you staying? And what are you doing later? You know, she's not like, she's basically not like, let's go hang out. Like, so that just makes me wonder, like, maybe she just doesn't want to hang out, you know? Which is okay if she doesn't want to hang out. Yeah, so I don't know. We'll see. Does she? I think I don't know. Maybe she shaves sometimes. $6 days, hostel, 10 USD, one hostel, $20 a day, 1 day, 2 days of backpacker style. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, backpacker style's fun. I think she does. I think she is seeing someone. I think so. I think so. Like, obviously, it must be. I did not see some girl in the. I didn't meet anybody in the UK. Weird. I really don't think she's showing interest, because she did say that she was talking to someone. But then this is the type of girl that she's never really in a committed relationship. Like, she just sees multiple people. But maybe who knows, maybe she wants to start a committed relationship. Tell her to bring him too. Or her, I don't know. Yeah, I definitely hear that. I haven't heard the greatest thing about people in Sydney, or I haven't heard the greatest thing about Australians, but I've also haven't heard a lot of great things. Like, I've heard a lot of negative things about Australia, like more negative things than good things. Honestly, it's been one of those countries. And then once arriving here, I'm really blown away. Like, this is a really cool place. It's like, it feels American. It feels very like a U.S. city, because it's a new country, you know. Like, America's a new country. There's nothing old here. Like, that's one thing I noticed. There's like nothing really old. like 100 years old maybe, you know. But a lot of the buildings are like really new, like really modern, like. Go to a place called Daily Planet. Google it. I'll check it out. I'm a cutie. I have no trouble to hang out with. I haven't met anybody yet. Is she her? Is she her? Yo, this is the hairy girl I'm talking about. Okay, so I've been streaming for like 75 minutes. I think I'm gonna get ready to end the stream because I just don't want to keep streaming. I've been sitting in the same spot for a minute. But anyway, I'm out. Thanks a lot for watching. New Zealand. So New Zealand is not on the radar for this trip. New Zealand will probably just be its own separate trip. Because I saw some flights to New Zealand for like $400 from San Francisco, so. It's almost like $400 from here to Sydney. From Sydney to there, so. Yeah. So cool. Thanks a lot for the super chats, everyone. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. Have fun in the US. Have fun in America. And I'm out. I'm gonna go like take care of my hand here and try not to get hit by any more Sydney drivers. But anyway.